Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Raging Reality classic reaction video, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go for it. And when I say classic, I mean the classic, the big one. Ghost Love Score, played in Waken 2013, LIVE. Live. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would start this video literally immediately, but there are a few things, there are certain contextual things I have to let you know. And it's not about Nightwish, not about Nightwish specifically, but this is the first time I think I've listened to Nightwish in coming up for 2 whole years now. And here's exactly why. When I first listened to Nightwish, it was round about, I think it was either the 10th of August, maybe a little bit before that. The main reason, why because I was just wanting to see, female singers in metal bands, because I even said it on that day. I just wanted to say, I'll just pick one at random, and I came across Dark Chest of Wonders, sung beautifully by the incredible Tarja Turunen. I hope to God I'm getting that right. I know Annette Olsen didn't come until about 2007, 2006, round about that time. But that was my introduction to Nightwish. It was also my introduction to a very, very special woman. You may, for purposes, for the sake of, protecting the innocent, I'm not going to say her full name. I'll just simply say Waychoff. And for anyone out there who understands that word, Waychoff, you will all understand exactly where I'm coming from. Now, let me tell you something about Waychoff, ladies and gentlemen. She was, when I started making videos, and she Waychoff was this, when I first heard of her, she was this 69-year-old woman living, I think, in the south of the United States, I believe. I'm not entirely sure about that. And she was renowned for going to the comments and commenting on absolutely every single video that had anything to do whatsoever with Nightwish. Whether it was Thomas giving an interview, Miss Waychoff would be there. If it was a new song or a demo, Miss Waychoff would be right there. If it was people doing reaction videos, Miss Waychoff would be right there. And the reason probably why you're probably wondering why I haven't, I said before that I haven't listened to Nightwish in 2 years, is because I think for those who know, because back in about 3 years ago, it might have been a little bit before that, Miss Waychoff had some kind of accident. I think it was something involving her back. And the family set up a GoFundMe, and back in the day, I was doing videos with the caption "Pray for Waychoff" and stuff like that, and I pumped out quite a lot of other stuff as well. And because I wanted to get the word around, I wanted people to hear about this incredible woman and how she was the grandparent. She was the grandma of Nightwish, and a lot of people came to respect and welcomed her into any video that had the chance. I think she even said in the comments that on my old channel, it was one of her favorites, but I was a very, very different sort of animal back in the day. It was a very, very different sort of experience. And then 2 years ago, I heard the news that she had passed away. She was 71 years of age, if I'm mistaken. And I didn't know that her husband at the time, well, her husband, yes, she was like, they were just keeping things private, and because it was all right. I donated about like £50 towards this GoFundMe and all that because of her back, and she's still she is felt and lost and remembered very, very fondly to this very day. So I suppose the only person who could probably understand exactly how important the greatest asset to any band out there is to have super fans like Miss Waichoff. And I think there's only one person out there who could actually understand that clearly, is Miss Waichoff herself. But unfortunately, she's not here. And I've only ever been to 2 funerals in my life, ladies and gentlemen. And the last funeral I went to, it was for my eldest cousin. I don't really want to like go into like the details, because let me say so right now, ladies and gentlemen. The things that she went through were, in my opinion, so appalling. I have no way to describe. She wasn't, murdered or anything like that. But the things that I am absolutely like, she was only 39 years old. That is no age today, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely like no age. And I think like that sort of thing came back to me when I did like the last time I talked about Nightwish. I can't even remember what the last one is. I have all the comments saved on my old like email address, because from everyone, to be honest, because that's just how like Google works. They like give you notifications about comments and stuff like that. But ladies and gentlemen, I think this is what Miss Waichoff would have wanted. It's certainly something I've kind of wanted, because, all joking aside, I love Nightwish to the absolute end. Their composure, their presentation, their craft, the beauty, the technique, everything that you would want to hear from the heavens is right here. I just wish they could bring Miss Waichoff back from the heavens as well. She was a good friend to us all. In fact, she was, even when I was going through like some like personal strife, like feel like anxious about myself, she was a good friend to me during that difficult period. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to like stay strong for my friend, because this is like being reborn. This is what this feeling is like. So this isn't like when I try to do the flower duet and I just cried for like 25 minutes. So Miss Waichoff, wherever you are right now, I certainly hope this is a clear enough message that I'm coming back, and I'm staying back, and I'm going to continue to be back. Now, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin. Ghost Love Score. In 3, 2, 1, and... I will never forget, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like have to like pinch myself every now and then. I actually forget that Nightwish is still a symphonic, but a metal group nonetheless. But also that I'd have to remind myself about like Thomas, Mark. I know I should bollocks. I should know who the drummer is as well. I know. If you push me to it, I probably could, maybe with some hints about who everyone was, but I completely forgot just how amazing their score. If I ever get like a movie published in my name, ladies and gentlemen, I would absolutely want to get something like Nightwish. In fact, I'd probably get some of the big ones in. Like I'd get Nightwish, yes, Dark Sarah, Within Temptation, and a bit of Epica as well. You can't go wrong with them. I haven't listened to those guys either in 2 years. What is? I gotta get myself back in the game. And there she is.
Siren from the deep came to me,
From the deep came to me and said, my name, my lonely. Still I write my songs. The one who dream of everything on them ever be. Everything to me. After 2 whole years, ladies and gentlemen, the fact that I can still remember that for almost word for word. One more thing. If I could honestly tell you, ladies and gentlemen, whether or not there actually is a song better from Nightwish that's better than Ghost Love's score, I think it might be on. Was it called Century Child? I know what the album is I'm thinking of. It was from 2002. It was like something I bollocks. I know exactly which one I'm talking about. Would it also be like Phantom of the Opera? Okay, Phantom of the Opera is quite special, but that I used to know this stuff. I used to know what I was going on about. I would know, like, from the top of my head, exactly which songs it was. After just only being introduced, like, about the best part about 12 months, could tell you almost, like, 4 whole albums that Nightwish did. And my mind is like just going blank. God almighty. But it's almost like becoming part and parcel at this point. I feel like I could just go on and say right now exactly like which one I'm thinking of, but God. It feels good to be back. Wow. Just to show that there's nobody there. Good job, guys. Here we go. Because I know what's coming next. Sorry about that. I'm doing that again. That's me arriving at the pearly gates. I wrote ideas for books with this in mind. This sort of soundtrack. I think there's only like one other thing I just have to say. You know what? It's not often, ladies and gentlemen, that I use the word perfect earlier tonight to describe a song. It was Apocalyptica's cover of Harvester of Sorrow on 4 big cellos. But that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll say it again, that was perfect. That was the absolute... It's one of the greatest songs of this entire century. It is absolutely a marvel to hear live. And bear this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. This was the first time that Floor Jansen actually sang this song live, because she was only just recently introduced back in 2012 or 2013. But anyway, that was the first time she'd ever performed that song live. And please also bear this in mind. This was towards the ending of the night. They only had one more song to play after that, and that was Last Ride of the Day. Possibly the most underrated song that Nightwish have ever done as well. But what else can I say, ladies and gentlemen? That alone makes me want to do this all over again. This makes me think I've made the right choice. This song makes me feel like that ambitious, lonesome, but big-hearted 20-year-old me back then 4 years ago. He's still here, ladies and gentlemen. He's still here. He's in here as well. And you know who else is in here? That ambitious, hard-working 23-year-old from last year. That depressed, but persevering 22-year-old is also still in there. There was that relieved and stressed out 21-year-old. There is that confused and left out 19-year-old. There is also the big, brave, the ambitious, the happy 18-year-old in here. Even going as far back as the impressionable, the hurt, the scarred, but the grateful 13-year-old kid. They're all in here, ladies and gentlemen. They're not gone. They are still here. And this reborn 24-year-old man is here, and he is here to stay. Thank you so much, Nightwish. Thank you so much, Miss Wagehoff. I'm not going to let any one of you down ever again. So anyway, I hope all of you guys enjoyed Ghost Love Score. Basically, I said it before and I'll say it again. It is what I would consider, when I heard it for the first time, it was like what I can only imagine somebody trying to retell the story of Peter Pan, but they made it their own. And what of their own it is. Please make sure to leave all your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought, because we want to know what you thought of Ghost Love Score for yourselves. You can also check out my Patreon. All contributions will go towards necessitating the quality of life improvements for this channel. And I also employ all of you, ladies and gentlemen, to also check out my other channels, because I am putting things out like the wazoo. You are going to have to catch me outside, ladies and gentlemen, because I'll probably spend all my time working here. In Britain, in this room, a video gets made every 15 minutes. That poor woman must be exhausted. And aside from all that, I cannot wait to see all of you guys again in the next video. So take care of yourselves. I'll see you then, and have a very, very good afternoon. Take care, and bye-bye for now. And take care of each other. It would help if I turned the thing off.